Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another Instant Deck Tech. So as you know, Monday means it's Modern Monday here in Instant Deck Tech land, and we have a super cool list to check out today. So a while ago, we played a deck called Emeria for Budget Magic, and today's deck, Emeria Panharmonicon, is kind of like a sweet upgraded twist on that deck. Comes for us from Perego Martino, who took it to a top 4 finish in a small tournament, so congrats to Martino on a really fun looking deck. A quick reminder before we break down Emeria Panharmonicon for Modern. If you enjoy this deck and you want to see it made into videos, take a minute, click the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment, anything you can do to support your deck, because whichever deck is most popular gets a shot at being made into videos next week. So our deck today, Emeria Panharmonicon, is a Panharmonicon deck. Not going to go over it again. We've probably talked about Panharmonicon more than any other card in all of Magic, at least all of Standard, because I just love the card so much. So in this deck, we're using our Panharmonicon to double up Enter the Battlefield triggers, but we also have a pretty sweet game-winning combo with it, which we'll get to in a minute. So, Panharmonicon doubling up triggers. What are we doubling up with Panharmonicon? Well, it starts with some 2-drops and 3-drops. So, Lone Missionary gains us 4 life. With a Panharmonicon out, it's 8 life. Comes down early on turn 2, just to kind of stabilize, buy us some time, keep our life total high, and then in the late game, it's gaining us huge chunks of life just to keep our life total way out of reach of any burn spells our opponent has, attacking creatures, anything like that. Wall of Omens draws us a card. Panharmonicon True cards keeps us cycling through our deck, puts up a good blocker in the early game to keep our life total high. This deck is pretty much all about just kind of stalling out the game with these weird Enter the Battlefield creatures, because we have a combo that's guaranteed to win us the game once we get to it in the late game. So Wall of Omens just keeps finding more cards, blocking. Then we have Blade Splicer, which is an insane blocker, making a 3/3 first striking golem, also its own body, so we're getting 4 power and toughness on its face for 3 mana, which is already a good deal. With a Panharmonicon out, we're getting double the golem, so it's 7 power and toughness, 6 of it with first strike across 3 bodies for 3 mana, which is even more powerful. So these are kind of our main Enter the Battlefield creatures. Then we have a bunch of ways to reuse our Enter the Battlefield creatures. So Flicker Wisp comes down and basically blinks one of our other creatures. So Wall of Omens, our Lone Missionary, our Blade Splicer to reuse their trigger again. Restoration Angel, same thing. Felidar Guardian can blink any permanent, which makes it even more powerful because that's where we'll get to the combo in a minute. But all these cards give us a way to reuse our Lone Missionaries, our Blade Splicers, our Wall of Omens for even more value. So they're kind of key to the deck. Remember as well, they also are Enter the Battlefield triggers. So with Restoration Angel, we can blink a Lone Missionary and a Wall of Omens. Same with Felidar Guardian for even more value. The real trick though is going infinite with Restoration Angel and Felidar Guardian. So once we get a Panharmonicon down and some combination of 2 Restoration Angels and Felidar Guardians, we can just blink things infinitely. So Felidar Guardian enters, blinks, let's say Restoration Angel. Restoration Angel blinks Felidar Guardian and something else. Felidar Guardian blinks Restoration Angel and something else. Blink, 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 blink. Infinite blinking, and then the way we actually win the game with our infinite blinking is a Sun-Scorched Desert. So as we're going through that loop of blinking our stuff an infinite amount of times, the other thing that we're blinking is Sun-Scorched Desert, so every time we're going through that blinking, we're dealing 1 to our opponent, we're dealing 1 to our opponent, we're dealing 1 to our opponent, and we just drain them out of the game 1 damage at a time, all the way from 20 once we get the combo set up. So that's kind of the big payoff to close out the game. We also have Sun Titan, which is just a straightforward finisher. It's a big 6/6. It's getting back pretty much any of our early game creatures to reestablish our board presence, to trigger their Enter the Battlefield abilities again and again and again. Plus, just having the huge body is insane. It can also get back some of our lands, which is nice. Path to Exile is our removal spell, just gets rid of anything for a single mana, and if we're trying to get to Emeria, we can target our own Wall of Omens, our Lone Missionary to get another planes out of our deck. Mana base, Emeria just gives us this late game inevitability. So things are trading off, things are dying, we're chump blocking to try to stay alive. Eventually, we're going to get the 7 planes necessary to just reanimate a creature for free every turn over and over and over again. Really hard for most decks to keep up with. Ghost Quarter lets us grind our opponent out of the game with Sun Titan, also just stay alive against Tron and creature lands. And we talked about Sunscorched Desert. In the sideboard, we have about a million 1-ofs, 15 different 1-ofs. Pithing Needle, Sorcerer, Spyglass, deal with permanents on the battlefield. Runed Halo, Oblivion Ring, give us kind of like pseudo removal-ish spells. Little different, but kind of the same idea. Wrath of God is a sweeper. Fracturing Us, sweeper for artifacts and enchantments, also more life gain. Defense Grid, Throne of Amethyst, and Nevermore. Good for spell-based decks. Defense Grid beats counter spells, so our opponent can't counter our Sun Titan, counter our Panharmonicon. Thorn just taxes everything, but we don't really care because we don't really need that much stuff because of Panharmonicon. Anything we resolve is going to have double its effect, so even if we're casting less spells, we kind of naturally break the symmetry because of Panharmonicon. Nevermore to shut down combo pieces, Past in Flames, Grape Shop ad nauseum. Stony Silence for Affinity, Rule of Law for Storm, Story Circle to give us some general protection. Treasure Hunter can get back a Panharmonicon from the graveyard. Stone Dignitary, great against creature decks. Opponent just can't attack if we can keep blinking it again and again and again. Also doubles up with Panharmonicon. Worship to keep us alive against other things. And that is Emeria Panharmonicon for Modern. And that's our instant deck tech for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.